I'm a mom. That's the craziest thing I could ever say out of my mouth. I think I'm losing more of my mind. Every expectation I had of this is completely different. I'm sleep deprived. I haven't showered in a while. I might have been wrong about a few things, and I've changed my mind about a lot of things. Hey guys, I'm back and I'm a mom. My son, Declan Major, was born on December 17th at 2:26 a.m. and I am one lucky mom. He is absolutely gorgeous. He's perfect. He's mine. I'm almost gonna tear up right now. I just can't even, I'm crazy right now. No one can tell you or describe to you or prepare you for being a mom and just seeing your kid for the first time. It is just overwhelming. As you could see, I almost just cried, but it's a lot of hormones and it's a lot less sleep all combined together, and it's making me crazy. And you'll know what I'm talking about, or if you're gonna have kids, you'll soon know what I'm talking about. But the whole experience adjusting to this new life is hard, but also worth it at the same time. So I'm here to talk about that with you guys. So now it's kind of like hard for me to admit this or say this to a bunch of people, but I'm hoping when I do say this, it'll relieve some stress from you guys who are also feeling this way, and I'm just gonna go with it. But when I was pregnant, I oftentimes used to cry a lot, but this one particular thought always like came into my head and it would bother me so much, and I would just cry to my husband all the time. But I would always get worried that when my son was born that I wasn't gonna love him. I mean, he's like, my thought process was he's a complete stranger. Like, how am I gonna know him? What if I don't love him when he's born? And that thought would just overwhelm me and completely scare me. And I just thought like I wasn't gonna be like that kind of like mom to him because I'm gonna see this little newborn, which I've never thought of like having kids, and I didn't really like kids that much, but I love my son so much. And when he was born, I think just something kicked in. I just started to care about him and love him, and I wanted to hold him, and it was completely different. But I know that a lot of moms, it takes some time to grow that bond because it's so new and he's a new little being you have to take care of, and you don't know why he's crying, which the crying can get to you. It makes you a little crazy. If you don't sleep, the crying starts to mess with your head and you start to think the craziest things. And that leads me to my next topic is you're not gonna know what to do, and that's okay. And I think the key is to not over stress. Don't stress yourself out about the small stuff. If the binky drops on the ground, we're at home, it dropped on the carpet, I'm not gonna rush to the sink to like rinse it off and antibacteria. It sat there for 5 seconds. We're in our home. That's just how I feel. If you wanted to be like that, that's fine. But to me, I think you're just going to overstress yourself out. He's allowed to cry too. And just like learning all of this stuff is a major adjustment. And I'd have to say the first couple of weeks home were kind of a blur because I was so tired. My husband and I are trying to figure this out and figure a routine out for ourselves. Also, we have a life, people are stopping by, and having a kid during the holidays is a little crazy because not only do people want to stop by, but you're also
doing Christmas and you have to be here and there and open presents, there's dinner and people and family are all together.
It was a little crazy. I kind of don't remember it. So anyway, you're gonna be okay. And I'm also telling myself this at the same time. I'm telling you, but I'm reassuring myself, like, it's all gonna be okay. You're gonna do a good job. I'm doing the best that I can. He's breathing, living, eating. He's all right. So I used to like get paranoid about, well, I still get paranoid about the littlest things. Like he's spitting up his milk now, and I just don't understand why, but I think that's normal. I have to Google it. So Google is a bad thing, but a good thing. I don't know. Another thing that was hard for me to adjust to was my life no longer belongs to me anymore. It didn't when I was pregnant, and I think that was like a teaching tool, is to teach you that you are now living and breathing and taking care for this child during pregnancy, but now when he's here, he has a whole nother set of demands that he needs from you, and the father, and you guys have to like come together and figure it out. But in the beginning, like, there was no, I couldn't even figure out how to take a shower with, I was
talking over him, and he was crying, and I'd take care of him, and then I'd go in the other room, and he'd cry again, and then I'd have to figure it out, change diaper, and then I'd walk away, and then he's crying again, and I'd have to feed him.
And I just couldn't figure out how to put, figure my schedule out. I couldn't even figure out how to, like, jump in the shower really quick. I was so paranoid to leave him alone, and he would cry all the time, and it's up and down, sitting down, up, change the diaper, here's bottle, I don't know. I think moving forward, my husband and I were kind of talking, like, I need to like relearn how to be selfish, and doing this and sitting down was just what I needed. I needed to set time for myself to do the things that I love, and I think that's giving me sanity. Like, even if it's just the smallest things, like I would put him down after changing his diaper and he would cry, and I have to get up and give him a bottle, and then now he's crying again and I'm not sure why, and then you have to burp him. It's a whole process, and that's just a little glimpse. I'm not even going to go into it that much, but once he's taking a nap, either take a nap with him, which is highly recommended, but one time I just like painted my nails, or I watched a movie that I wanted to watch. I didn't have Baby Einstein on the TV, but it's like taking the time for myself. I need to like relearn again, because I've been doing it for so long, just caring. When you're pregnant, you eat, breathe, sleep, talk about the baby you're growing inside of you, and now the baby's here and he needs a whole different set of demands, and it requires a whole different set of like skills from you and more from you. And just taking the time for you, when you're not crazy, everyone else isn't crazy, and you could deal with things better. So if you need a few minutes to have a glass of wine at noon, I don't know, I'm not going to judge you. I haven't done it yet because I haven't felt confident enough, but I had a beer or two at night and it definitely relaxed me, and you need that, and I need that, and I need to relearn that. Another thing I need to talk about is you are not going to jump back into your old life as fast as you think you are. I was wrong. I thought I was going to pop this baby out and I was going to jump back in my old life, making videos, taking pictures. He was going to cooperate for photo shoots. Why did I think he was going to be like this like little doll almost and not cry? I don't know why I thought that, but it was so hard to just sit down and tape this blog and put this together that I was like getting down on myself that I couldn't snap back, and I needed to just shut it out. I couldn't post any stuff. I needed a minute, and I think like we all moms need to give ourselves more credit. We do a lot. Like today, my goal was to just film this video, and that's that. Like that's all I had on my to-do list, and you need to make your to-do list. Blah, blah. I can't talk because I'm so tired, but when you are a mom and you come back home, your to-do lists need to be smaller. Even if it's just mopping the floor and that is your goal today, that's all it needs to be. Do not overwhelm yourself. You need to like put on your to-do list, like taking care of baby, like, because that's number one right now. You are adjusting to this new life and it's crazy, and you can't read his mind, and it's taking a lot more time to figure him out, and you can't have this like looming to-do list of chores and what you want to do for the day, because it's just not going to happen. It's not. And I needed to realize that. And I just realized I was like putting way too much pressure on myself to take care of this baby, do the laundry, mop the floor, and do a blog, and take pictures, and write, and I'm sleep deprived, and it's just not going to work out. And you need to realize that. And once you realize that, life is much better. Like today, I just wanted to sit down and take this blog, but actually I got to mop the floors, so I'm feeling like a winner today. And he's down for a nap, and he hasn't cried yet. I'm winning. So anyway, I'm glad I got to sit down and do a blog again. Makes me feel good to come back and just talk to you guys. Life is crazy, but it's so good, and I could cry just thinking about how much I love my son. I'm trying not to cry by opening my eyes up more, but he is just perfect, and it makes you want to have one more, but I think we need a break. We need to adjust to this new life, my husband and I. After I gave birth to my son, I turned to him and I told him I wanted one more, and I think he almost I think his head almost fell off his body. He just lost his mind because it's just crazy, but it's so rewarding. and just the gratification you get from having this little like bugger look at you in the crib, and he makes like silly little faces, and he looks like my husband but he also kind of looks like me. It's just like 50 and 50, and we both love each other, and we made something that's 50 and 50 of both of us, and he's just perfect, and I love him so much. But I plan to be here next Monday. If I'm not, forgive me, because I'm trying to adjust to life, but I have a lot of good things to tell you guys. I have a lot of ideas in my head. It's just sitting down and getting the time to do it. But if you guys have any suggestions, put them down in the comments. I will definitely look at them and I'll reply to you, take them into consideration, and I hope to see you guys next Monday. But anyway, subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you next time.